They're with us 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, all summer long, and this puts a good stamp on 32 workouts. A great finish to our summer. You can see some good leadership, some good work ethic. It's hot here today. We're prepared. We're ready. Now we're on to the next phase. It's time to stay healthy. It's time to stay in shape, and let these guys go play some football.
Because it's hot, you get a little bit of a bath.
I got a little bath today. First time ever. This is my 20th season. First time I ever got a water shower with an ice bath. Yes.
Did you choose Sam to break the rock?
I did choose Sam.
What did he do?
Just the fact that as you watch him, he does such a great job in the community, in the classroom, being a Sun Devil. He exudes being a Sun Devil, right? You saw what he said when he talked. He's a guy that works hard every day, makes all his lifting times, makes sure everybody's where they're supposed to be, making sure they dress the right way. He exudes everything that we're trying to get done, to win the whole thing. And he has a respect. It's different. I told Mark Brand, some guys this morning, he has a respect of the entire team, and that's hard for one person to do. It just doesn't always happen. He has that, what you call, it's the it factor. The guys just gravitate towards him, and when he speaks, he leads by example. He's not a rah-rah cheerleader, but when he speaks, they listen.
You've been doing this through your career. Was there anything that stood out this year in particular?
Just a little bit different as far as the team unity, as far as just kind of the guys that we have, the senior leadership. We took DJ through his, and then Jamil and those guys through theirs, and then this would be our 6th season. We really got those freshmen now through a class. Now we're in our 2nd class of being seniors. So you I talk to Chad Adams all the time. I kind of laugh. I'm like, you could run the program yourself. You've been here long enough. He should have a different shirt than the other seniors. I feel like he's been here forever, right? So you just kind of see that we don't have to do a whole, like today, it's loud. The coach is worried about the music. I'm not worried about it because they know what's coming on this day. This is kind of our last day. It's kind of, it's pre-programmed. The reps aren't, but the stuff that we're doing. So they can kind of lead themselves so I can go to other groups and that kind of stuff. But just the leadership, getting from here, getting in and out of the locker room. You saw them in the weight room. They're very attentive, very attentive to detail. That's going to help us. We're only, knock on wood, we're only one injury away from something bad, and that's everybody. I don't care if you're Pee Wee football, if you're NFL, we just got to try to stay healthy through camp, and then healthy for those 12 weeks, and then on to where we go from there.
Can you give us a few players who had a really good summer?
Karan Crump had a really good summer. Obviously, basically came in mid-year, but he's still really a freshman last summer. He's made some huge strides. Like I said, he ran a 6.75, 6.74, and a 6.76 in the L drill 3-cone. For a guy that weighs 227, 229, that's impressive. 220 reps on 225. He's worked a lot on his flexibility, which we all know as you watch him run. He's a pretty stiff character, but that little bit's going to help him. He's in great shape. He posted some stuff on social media this summer, like his GPS stuff. If you ever really look at it, look who's in the top 3 or 4 every time. Karan Crump's hanging right there. That's pretty impressive for a guy that weighs that. And you have who's the other one? You got Kaden Balaj, who also weighs 225. He can do those kind of things. D-Rich had a great summer, probably the best summer he's ever had here, just as far as the way he finished, his arm action, technique, drive, leadership, those kind of things. Those guys have had great summers. The O-line's had a good summer. Hopefully fall camp will gel those guys. You're one injury away from those guys, and it just doesn't gel. That's every level is like that. So JoJo Wicker had a great summer. Tayshawn's had a good summer. We've had some really good, impressive stuff. Some of the young guys, Frederick Langston's really good. Kobe Williams is really good. Those guys, they're going to be guys that be able to step in and help us right away. Evan Fields and King, DeMonte King, and those guys, they're ready to go. We'll get them a little more in shape as we go through camp because they haven't been here the entire time. It's different when you've been here 3 or 4 years as it being here for 4 or 5 weeks because they're all trying to figure out why they can't run as fast. Well, they just haven't done it as much. So it's a take-home test. There's things to it. That's why you prep for that.
And I know Renell Wren is progressing on the field, but off the field, I mean, just physically, the way he looks. Does people at his position look much better than that?
No, you're not going to see a better looking guy than that. And he's just got to keep learning to play the game. Like we all talk about, we all know his history is he hasn't played a ton of football, and football is a game of repetition. And the more he learns, the better he gets. I mean, his L drill was 7.10 and 7.15, and that's for a guy that weighs 297, 300. In that aspect, that's pretty good. He hit 11 times at 315 today. He's an explosive guy when it comes to cleans, squats, running, jumping. He's got all the intangibles. But like we always say, you've got to take that from what we do and put it on the practice field and then put it on the game field on Saturday nights.
I know the new weight room is still work in progress, but what are some of the benefits that we realized right away from that facility?
Oh, it's just nice. I mean, everything's right there. You've got us right there. You've got a fueling station there. You've got a fueling station upstairs. You've got Jerry Garcia, our athletic trainer, across the hallway. The other hallway is Jerry Neely and our equipment staff. We have a huge cardio deck. All that stuff's coming on Monday. Just the fact that we have 17 racks, to be able to service a student athlete and provide the best training we can, whether it's here, ICA, at Sun Devil Performance, the Muni, all those things are coming along in a great process. Sports performance team here is unbelievable. We have great support from Ray Anderson and his staff. as far as we have so many people here and the ability to provide a great service for all of our teams. You know, we're adding catapult to certain things, to certain teams as we continue to grow and learn in that aspect. Again, another tool in our toolbox. What can we use to make these guys perform, these ladies perform, and be successful on and off the field?